Lake Michigan is big and beautiful, but we also know it can be dangerous.
And an organization that tracks lake drownings says 47 probable drownings have happened in the Great Lakes this year. 20 of those were in Lake Michigan.
To keep people safe, Grand Haven State Park closed off access to the water. And all along the shoreline, Grand Haven and north, most beaches are under red flag warnings tonight. 13 on your side's Charlie Tinker is live in Grand Haven with a look at current conditions. And Charlie, a lot of wind and waves out there. How many people are you seeing on the beach?
People on the beach, people have begun to kind of filter out as the day has worn on, but it's still hot out here. Still plenty of people having fun. We did see a number of people in the water, however. You mentioned water access was closed down. It's unclear whether there'll be any consequences there, but in general, a day to turn out at the beach, certainly, and then it's a story up and down the shoreline with beaches packed ahead of the holiday weekend. Whitecaps rolling in at Pier Marquette, finding only a few parasailers braving the wind and the waves off Muskegon.
And we come back annually to visit friends and family.
Megan and son Jax came over from Kansas for the week.
So we're renting a house in Norton Shores, and we'll be here about a week and then we'll head back.
Megan's originally from Michigan and well aware of the power of the big lakes.
We'll probably stay right about here and just kind of keep the kids as close as possible.
But couldn't point out the water condition system posted near the entrance. Last year, Pier Marquette installed what looks like a traffic light. Red means stay out of the water, but the people we approached were unable to find it.
And it's very difficult to combat them, and even Olympic swimmers can't control that.
And DNR Parks and Rec Chief Ron Olson says that led to a close call just yesterday at Grand Haven.
A couple of people got overwhelmed and they were pulled in.
The state recently took that a step further.
We've instituted a land use order. We can close with an enforcement access to the water.
And violating that order is actually a civil infraction. And that means you're walking away with more than sand in your shoes.
In a civil infraction ticket, use good judgment just like you would crossing a busy street.
A big concern out-of-state visitors who may not be familiar with the warnings and the unseen power behind the currents along the shoreline here. Olson says they run into that frequently, but even locals can't ignore the warning signs.
Life jackets automatically go on, so our kids always are wearing theirs when they go out.
Jax and the other kids also taught at a young age to keep close to mom and dad. So you know to be safe when you're around the water?
Your parents?
Yes.
Yeah, and they were in fact being safe out there. A handful of people did go swimming despite those red flag warnings in place. Saying it's more safety tips for you around the water on our website. Live in Grand Haven, Charlie Tinker, 13 on your side.